What's up, YouTube? PokePrimer here. Prime ready to deliver you our team builder for week number. What actually is the week number? Because I said I thought it was week 7 in my draft analysis. It is in fact week 7. Wait, double checking, making sure. Yeah, it is in fact week 7 of the HDL here on the channel. We are taking on Bug Leader Buzz and the Nashville Pranksters, and he recently took over the team as well, and he is 1-5 while I am 0-6. Wow, my chances at playoffs are rough, dog. Shit, dude. Yikes. That's a yikes. Alright, well, this is going to be a fun little experience. Anyway, so, yeah, we're 0-6 with a minus 26 differential. Well, we're also listed as 0-1 in our division. Does that mean that we've only ever played one person in our division? Hold on, I'm curious now. I have to double check these things. I'm double checking these things because it's the first time I've actually looked at, deeply into this. All right, so went up against San Diego Snow Runts. That is a different team, I believe. That's not. Yeah, that's a different division. And went up against BVE. That is not in our division. That is probably the Venice Venusaurs. Yep. So that's a different division. Yeah, the Potown Polytoads is the only team from our division we faced so far, I think, from what I'm seeing. FDD, that is the Fort Defiance Dittos. That is not in our division. That is a different division. No, that's a different division altogether. No, that's also in our division. So our division record's 0-2. Cool. Even better. That's the Washington Archons. They're not in our division. And then, of course, Jarrett played this team before we got here. So, unfortunately, I don't get to fist Jarrett inward. So, the best we can do is 5-6. We have one other divisional game left against the Columbus. Well, 2 divisional games against the Columbus Cub Chews and this one against the Nashville Pranksters. So we need to win those, guaranteed to even have a shot, and we need to basically win out the season. I'm putting it out there. We need to win out the season to even have a remote chance at playoffs. We need to win out. We need to have a whole lot of crazy shit happen that to make us make it through this season and get into playoffs. So we're not going to we essentially are joining now for the simple sake of having a spot in next season. That's it. That's literally what we got going. So that's what I'm rocking with. It's going to be a fun time. But realistically, I'm here for the fun. I'm here to be in Italy with my best friend, and that's it. That's the main goal here. But to get back into the main point of this entire video, we are here to talk about our team for the Nashville Pranksters, and the Pranksters have a really solid team. They ended up with a really solid draft overall here. They have Blacephalon, Slowbro, Tyrantrum, Tornadus Incarnate, Weezing, Rotom, Mega Camerupt, Chansey, Terrakion, Ninetales, regular, not Alolan, and Bisharp. So his team is fucking terrifying, dude. His team is absolutely fucking terrifying. His Z users are Tyrantrum and Ninetales, which is definitely not fun to deal with. I do not want to Fire EMZ in the sun. I do not want to try to take that. I do not want to at all Sam I am. And then Tyrantrum, with its ability to just set up and sweep, I don't want to deal with that either. That's going to be such a pain in the dick to handle. I'm not going to enjoy this. It's going to be rough, but we're going to do the best that we can with the team that we have. Oh, we're gonna get mollywopped, aren't we? We're gonna get absolutely fucking lambasted. First off, let's put out the fact. Let's talk the cheddar right here. We don't have a switch in for Tyrantrum. We don't. We do not have a switch in for Tyrantrum on our entire roster. That's just the way it is. We don't have a Mon that takes a hit from Tyrantrum. Like, especially if Tyrantrum gets a Dragon Dance up, that's it. That's the whole game. That's the whole game. We just accept our defeat. We just accept our defeat and we hope that he misses a head smash. That's it. That's all I got for you. I can't give you more than that. I cannot give you more than what I've been given. Actually, let me do some quick maths. Tyrantrum... 265, calculator, 265 times 1.5. Alright, I have something that I'm going to change on the team later, but to make so that I might not get swept by Tyrantrum, but I still might get swept by Tyrantrum, so. First Mon I wanted to put on the team, though, was Crawdaunt. Crawdaunt I saw immediately because of Blacephalon, and AV Crawdaunt switches in on Blacephalon so nicely. Besides HP Grass, it doesn't have anything that can 2-hit KO us at all. Even Specs, I don't think 2-hit KOs us. If it does, I think it's like Specs Fire Blast has a chance to 2-hit KO us. But then we'll also know immediately that he's Specs, and we'll know that other Mons on our team might outspeed, and I'm not as worried. I know like what Mons can actually switch into that. So we have Aqua Jet, Crabhammer, Knockoff, and Crunch. 208 HP, 252 attack with Adamant Nature, 4 into Spadef, and 44 into Speed. The 44 into Speed is to allow us to outspeed his Weezing. Min-speed Weezing. This way, like if that thing wants to be try to be a switch into this, it's gonna get smacked up hard really fast. Like it doesn't appreciate the kind of damage. Like even fully physically defensive Weezing doesn't appreciate the damage that Crawdaunt puts out. Knockoff / Crabhammer / Crunch or whatever do like 40-something%. Like it does not appreciate Crawdaunt at all. Crawdaunt punches a hole through it pretty effectively. Shockingly, I didn't expect it to do as much damage as it did. I always forget that, like, the adaptability boost is so significant in most cases. Realistically, though, like, this thing doesn't have switch-ins on his team. Like, at all. Like, the few Mons he has that can switch in and take a knockoff, being, like, Weezing's the only real switch-in. But the Mons that can come in and take a knockoff don't take a Crabhammer or Aqua Jet or something afterwards. This is some of his bulkier Mons, being like Slowbro, does not switch into a knockoff. Ever. Mega Camerupt can't switch in because then it gets followed up on by a Crabhammer or Aqua Jet and it dies. Same thing with Ninetales. I think even in the sun, Adamant Aqua Jet still fucks it in the face after a knockoff, if it lives the knockoff. Bisharp doesn't exactly appreciate a Crabhammer post knock. So, like, looking in the broad scheme of things, this thing just comes in, clicks knockoff, and something's potentially dying. Or if it's not dying, it's losing half its health right off the bat. And then this thing can come back in later and still continue to fist hole everything in its sight. So that is our Crawdon here. This thing is an absolute fucking beast, dude. Absolute fucking beast. I talked down on it a little bit in my draft analysis, but looking at the damage this thing can dish out, I'm really excited to have Crawdon on the team. This thing is going to help tremendously in breaking down my opponents and allowing me to potentially do a lot of solid work against them. So, next Mon I'm bringing on the squad this week is Horny or Heracross Flame Warp Guts set. Close Combat Mega Horn, Knockoff, and Substitute. We're running enough speed, outspeed a max speed Tyrantrum. Close Combat Mega Horn, Knockoff, and Substitute. I don't know if I said that already, but if I did, I feel stupid. If not, oh well. Now you got to hear it twice. Anyways, so I felt Guts Heracross was good this week because the way my team is, I have a couple mons that Chansey just auto switches in on, which means I can pull that. I can try to pull that double into Heracross to get my Guts burn off and really get going with the and then once I have the sub up, get the Guts burn, Chansey gets fucked. Right? He can't exactly switch out and go into anything. Like, I don't think I ran the calc on it. But even a fully physically defensive Chansey versus a Jolly Guts Flame Orb. Close combat. While still holding an Eviolite. Oko's Chansey. That's fucking crazy. So if I get behind that sub, especially because I'm probably forcing Chansey out every time. I get that sub up. What's his switch-ins? Like, alright, I have knockoff to hit some switch-ins that I can't really do too much damage to, but they're still losing their item. They're still taking a massive chunk of damage from Guts Heracross. Terrakion gets nuked. Close combat nukes 90% of his team, barring, like, Torn Eye and Slowbro. Torn Eye, Slowbro, Weezing, and Rotom and Blacephalon are the only ones that can't nuke. Knockoff nukes Blacephalon. Knockoff will do a big chunk to Torn Eye. Oh my god, wait, hold on. Hold the phone, dude. You're telling me Tornadus still takes 71 to 83% from a close combat? Y'all bugging. Y'all, 76 to 90 from knockoff. What is this mon? No, it's a... Yeah, no, what the fuck is this mon, dude? That's crazy. Yee, my god, that's wild. That's some crazy damage. Rotom gets knocked out by knockoff, guaranteed then. Slowbro, don't even attempt. I'm not even going to run that calc because Mega Horn guaranteed nukes it. I'm going to run the calc anyway because now I'm curious. Oh my god, 97 to 150. What am I doing with my life? Why have I never used Heracross in a draft league? Jesus Christ. This thing's amazing. Just tears through a whole team by itself. Anyways, Heracross is amazing, clearly, and can put in a lot of work on this game, especially if I get behind the sub. Nothing really does anything to me, especially if I get behind my substitute. This thing's just going to run a train on my opponents, and it's going to be great. So I'm really excited about that. So I'm really pumped to to use this. This is cool. Next up, we're bringing Diet Dr. Kelp. And the reason we're bringing Diet Dr. Kelp is solely because he doesn't have a grounded poison type. And his hazard removal is Rotom and Tornai. So I feel like I can work around that, and I can get Toxic Spikes to work really well in this game, because a lot of his better mons are grounded, and I need those things to get weakened down fast. So we have this going for us with Dragalge. Toxic Spikes are going to be fun. Dragon Pulse is just going to hit hard on a lot of things. Literally the only thing on his team that's not going to hit hard to an extent is Chansey. But besides that, I think it's going to be fairly effective against his team. Sludge Wave is going to do some work for sure. Sludge Wave is going to hit the mons pretty hard. This thing's popping off stab. Sludge Wave is going to do damage. And then Focus Blast is mainly for the Bisharp, which can take both of my stabs pretty effectively. This allows us to just hit that thing a little harder. Spread-wise, we're running the 52 speed so that we can outspeed the Chansey. Just because I want to outspeed Chansey, get off my Toxic Spikes in front of it if I can. We're running 52 Spadef with a Calm Nature. This still allows us to be a really good switch into Blacephalon with a very, very low chance of being 2-KO'd by anything. And then we threw 156 into Physical Defense because this also allows us to take hits from Bisharp, take hits from Terrakion, barring Earthquake, take a hit from Tornai if it's physical, and maybe take a head smash from Tyrantrum. I said maybe. So yeah, this Dragalge. Black Sludge just keep us healthy and whatnot. Yeah, it's going to be a fun one to use this week. Toxic Spikes have a lot of potential to do some really good stuff for me, and I'm really looking forward to giving it a shot. Next up, we have Sacred the Entei, and it's got a really interesting set to it. 136 HP, 252 attack, Adamant Nature, and then 120 in speed. The 120 in speed allows us to outspeed that Tyrantrum. Sacred Fire, Natural Gift, Extreme Speed, and Bulldoze for the moveset. So, Extreme Speed is here because I want the priority. I'm sure there's going to be times in the match where something's down real low. I just want to pick it off real quick. Not a big deal. And I can do that. Sacred Fire is the spammable move, especially potentially with the sun going up at some points in the matchup. It's going to be really nice to spam Sacred Fire and just nuke some things. Potentially pick up those burns, which is also nice. I'm hoping to have that happen against some of the switch-ins, because the switch-ins to Entei on his team would be Blacephalon, if it's built a little bulkier, mind you. Tyrantrum, Slowbro. And Weezing to an extent, Camerupt, Terrakion, kind of. And I'm about to eliminate half these switch-ins, because Terrakion as a switch-in's not that great. Tyrantrum as a switch-in, not that great, because you don't want these mons getting burned. So, I don't see him switching those mons in regularly. That's just something that he's not gonna do. Ever. So, that's cool. Mega Camerupt as a switch-in, I definitely could see. And what makes Mega Camerupt no longer a good switch in is my little tech here with the Duran Berry Natural Gift, which is the base 100 power water type move. Physical water type move. So I'm going to punch that. I'm going to water punch that stupid camel in its fucking face, and it's going to die. Because that's just how this works. Another cool tech I have here for the switch-ins, because almost every single one of the switch-ins, barring Slowbro, is weak to ground. And to me, that's good. Because I can just click Bulldoze, get the speed drop, and then be able to better deal with these mons, with other mons on my team, thanks to the speed drops, which is nice as hell. So, that is the plan with Entei. Get the speed drops, punch holes, burn things, and natural gift, water punch the stupid camel. Cool. Next up, we have all the scoops, the Alakazam, which I'm going to oh wait, I already have Focus Blast on his moveset. What was I going to tinker on his moveset? Oh yeah, putting on, why do I have Psyshock and Psychic? What was I doing with this? Psychic, obviously, for wheezing. Psyshock, does Psyshock hit anything? No, Psyshock's for Chansey, but I don't care about hitting Chansey with this mon. This mon doesn't hit Chansey. Throw on Energy Ball. Does Energy Ball provide me enough reason? Or is Shadow Ball better? Shadow Ball's probably better. Yeah, Shadow Ball is better because it hits Blacephalon while also hitting Rotom. Yeah, so we're going to throw Shadow Ball on there as well. So we're going to run Shadow Ball, Psychic, Substitute, and Focus Blast. Again, this is another case of, like, I can set up pre-subs on some things because I just force them out. And the other switch I wanted to make had to do with speed. Calculator. 265 times times 1.5. 397.5. Okay, so you take 2 more out of there. Let's just wipe out his HP in general. 399. And then just throw that 4 into Spitdaff. Yeah. So the reason I want to do this is because now Alakazam can outspeed a +1 Tyrantrum. And that could be the difference maker. Granted, we also have to hit a Focus Blast. And even though we're a modest... mind you, we will kill if we hit it. We will kill the Tyrantrum. First off, Shadow Ball does 73 to 86% to Slowbro, so we're good there. Now that we added that. But, Focus Blast is 139 to 165. That's a Tyranitar, my bad. Does 179 to 211 to a Tyrantrum. Okay? Psychic also kills. Well, I'm not going to worry about that. I'm not going to worry about Psychic killing because it could have some bulk investment, so that might make it not kill. Focus Blast is mainly here for the Bisharp anyway, but yeah, it's fine. But yeah, no, Alakazam is here for the sole purpose of just being able to click moves and punch holes through things. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. I don't know why I just did this now. I was going to do this after the video, but whatever. I'll do it on this screen over here, because I don't need to look over here right now. But anyway, that is our Alakazam set, and our final mon is going to be Jura the Regirock. And the sole reason I'm bringing Jura the Regirock is because I wanted Stealth Rocks this week. Because his hazard removal is not the greatest, and it can get some really good chip damage, and that really good chip damage allows things like Mega Exam, it allows things like Entei, it allows things like Heracross to really, really ram it up his team's asshole. Like, really, really tear his team a new one, dude. Tear his team apart. That is what I'm going for. So if I can get the rocks up early and keep them up, that'd be great. We're also running Choppleberry. Choppleberry is here so that we can take a hit. To put it lightly, take a hit from... well, let's just go over the whole set. First off, we have 4 speed, so we can outspeed Chansey. We have Drain Punch, because Drain Punch will not only give us a shit ton of recovery back from Chansey, but it'll help whittle it down a lot, as we can also spam and click Toxic on it every now and then, so it can start really whittling that thing down. And between Drain Punch and Toxic, we pretty much can 1v1 Chansey if we wanted to, so that's pretty cool. Stealth Rock to set up at some point to really cripple his team. He's 1, 2, 3 Mons weak to it. That could be very threatening to our team, so I'm really happy about that. So that's cool. We are fully split F, like Careful Nature, because we want to be able to take hits from Blacephalon, we want to be able to take hits from Slowbro, we want to be able to take hits from things like Torn, Camerupt, Ninetales, etc. We are Choppleberry because of the Terrakion threat that is very prominent. Terrakion, we eat a close combat because of the Choppleberry. He gets down to -1, and then we either click Drain Punch or EQ to hopefully knock him out, which would be so cool. If we can just knock that thing out this way, that'd be great. So that's pretty cool. I'm really happy to have Regirock available for that. Plus, just Toxic in general is going to put in a lot of work on his team. Things he might want to switch into this: get Toxic and get really whittled down. The only thing that he can really switch into this fairly freely is Wheezing, but I'm not too worried about that. I think this is the best possible team we could have built with what we have. So I'm really hoping that this can that I can make this work and we can pick up a W and start towards hopefully potentially making playoffs this season, which would be super dope. But that's going to be all for now. If you guys have enjoyed, make sure to leave a like down below and subscribe if you haven't already. This is going to be the cool part of having multiple, not as many leagues, is because I can actually like live comm all my league battles, which is super cool. So that's what I'm really looking to do now, is just live commentate everything. So look forward to that. But that's going to be it for this Teambuilder. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a like down below and subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, I'm PokePrimer, signing off. Peace!